Exposed gaming groups with hidden schemes.
Gothic Therapy shatters their dreams.
Now critics strike with smear campaigns.
Desperate to silence their bold refrains.
As you guys can see here, apparently it only took me getting 4 scalps, Chris Kindred, Kim Belair, the Powell Group, and now Games for Diversity, where suddenly now it's apparently an issue. Now they're paying attention to me, which is great. I grabbed a bunch of the funny tweets here. So these are not one tweet, they're multiple. I put them together without their names because I'm going to be completely honest, these people aren't really even worth my time or recognizing them at all. So I just took what they said to laugh at them. But we are not actually going to mention them because I, quite frankly, don't care enough. I did try to engage with some of them, but then I realized it was pointless. So
yeah, really not worth your time or sanity. When you try to understand how these people think, you only end up hurting your own brain.
They decided because, of course, they couldn't go after our facts because we were exposing factual information that is on the internet. They decided, what are they going to do? We got to make sure that we tell everybody that he's a bad therapist. We've never seen him be a therapist. We don't know anything about him, but we're going to assume an attack.
Idiots.
So, honey, so the original post that started this off was someone was saying, I made a post kind of as a joke and basically was kind of like, wherever you hide, I'm going to find you. And, if you're pushing stuff into games, it's a big problem, right?
Yeah, the gif you had of Liam Neeson saying, I will find you from the movie Taken should have let people know that it was a joke. Why do they always have to take everything so seriously? Master of TDS, everyone always forgets the, should be questioned by higher-ups in his profession the same way Jordan Peterson was questioned. Both have clearly demonstrated unprofessional and unhinged behavior in the public eye that could affect how their patients feel.
So, hate to break it to you guys, there's such a thing as called a separation of personal life and professional life. I know that's difficult for some of you because clearly either you don't know how to do that or you don't have a professional life. There is such a thing as compartmentalization, and what that is a therapist's most powerful tool. For me, what it is, it's not actually not bringing any of my opinions in. It's not bringing in anything into the therapy room that is not necessary for the therapy that's going on currently. And so it's not my job to bring my opinions into the therapy session. That is not a professional thing, and that is actually breaking the code of conduct. It's weird because you know what? All this, you're worried that I'll be questioned, whatever. Did you know that I don't bring up this stuff to any of my clients because it's not part of the therapy? What?
Shocking.
You mean I don't bring up stuff about Disney and DEI and all this kind of stuff with clients in a professional setting? No, I don't, because you guys are weirdos. Maybe you guys can't help but bring it up, but unlike you guys, I'm a professional and don't need to bring it up, nor do I want to. Because it's not my job. My job is to be there and be there to help the client accomplish whatever goals they've set for therapy. It is not my job to impose my views upon them. So I keep those views separate, which is what compartmentalization is. You seem to believe that somehow that doesn't work. Well, I hate to break it to you. A lot of you probably need therapy, but given the fact that you're saying things like that, clearly you haven't gotten it yet.
Well, they couldn't afford you anyway. This is the expose we really need. Dude is out here yapping about finding people who push ideologies, while he likely pushes his own ideologies on vulnerable people. His online behavior is completely unacceptable for someone in his position, likely why he hides.
Or maybe, just maybe, I keep the personal and the professional separate. I'm secretly still infecting them with my underlying bigotry and hate. No.
Sure, if you were a brainwasher, which I know you're not.
Why do I hide? Did you ever stop to think that perhaps the reason I hide is not necessarily for me? Perhaps it's for people like my family, like my clients, to be professional and to not mix the two? What? You mean I'm being private to protect the people? What? No way. I can't believe that. It used to be when people would criticize me, they at least used to try. You guys aren't trying. And if you're not going to try, then why do I want to care about you? I'm not going to care about you. I'm going to laugh at you. I tried to engage with you, but clearly you guys are just not capable of formulating anything that would be worth responding to. Clearly, you're not. Because I'm sorry, I demand a higher caliber of responses. If you are going to give me a 1 out of 10 response, I'm not responding to you because clearly you have an issue. I will laugh at you. I will take your tweet and I will cut off you and whatever if I need to. But otherwise, I really don't care. I really don't care. I think it's funny, but I don't care about you. I think what you said is funny, but you, not so much.
Oh, I love this one. You have a show called Gothic Therapy in which you weaponize your profession to attack people. Lie!
It's almost like whenever I give my professional opinion on something on our show, it's almost like I say, as a therapist, I can't diagnose or can't whatever. And I'm always very careful to mention how I'm not diagnosing and I'm not doing it as a therapist capacity or anything like that. And you know what? If I use therapist terminology, it might be because I'm a therapist. What?
No way! This nerd is a mental health official, and that is objectively more dangerous.
Some of you, I know for a fact, because shocking, you might not know this, but I have eyes everywhere. So people will send me, you can block me, you can post about me on Blue Sky, and I will know about it because, quite frankly, I don't even have to do anything to find you. I'm not going to spend my Thanksgiving trying to get mad at somebody and trying to cancel somebody for checks notes, revealing publicly available information that you don't want me to. Go ruin your Thanksgiving when your parents are like, why won't you eat? Timmy, get out of the basement. Why won't you eat with us dinner? Not a minute, Mom. I'm trying to get mad at this guy who calls himself Master of the TDS and he's a therapist and it makes me angry.
Free!
Share with your crew. Escape finds hell from spooky memes to advice obscure. Here's your dark solace of humor as a cure.